everyone, it's Karen from the Geordie Grandma. Hope everybody's well. I'm sorry that I didn't get this Get Ready With Me done last week, but I had an impromptu week away at Haggerson Castle with my daughter and the kids, so it didn't get done. So I'm doing it now. It's actually about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm just about to put my makeup on. Just been to the hairdressers this morning, had a haircut, so what better time to do it? So I told you on the last video that I'd recently bought some Charlotte Tilbury makeup, so I thought I'd do a Get Ready With Me using the Charlotte Tilbury makeup that I bought, and I'll talk you through it as I go. So let's just get cracking, shall we? I'll put my headband on. I've got a mirror underneath my camera so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so I've got some Charlotte Tilbury primer on, some Charlotte Tilbury serum, the magic serum. I had a little sample of it, so I've got that on. Then I've got some, I think it's Lacura moisturiser on top of that, so it went from expensive to cheap, and I'll start from there. So I'll start with the Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer, which is that from Charlotte Tilbury. It's got SPF of 50 in it, and it says smoother, flawless, poreless looking skin and daily defense. Sounds miraculous, doesn't it? The blurb on the website actually says protect, hydrate and prime skin, reduces fine lines and wrinkles. It says fine lines and wrinkles appear reduced by 51%. They always make marvellous what's the word I'm looking for? Claims, that's the word. And it says skin appears firmer by 74%, and 89% of the people who were tested on said the skin appeared instantly brighter. So I haven't really found much of that, but it is quite a nice primer. I've used it before. So it comes in a little tube and it's got a little push top. Now you're seeing it comes out there. Squeeze a little bit out. So it's like a creamy consistency. It's a little bit pinky as it comes out, but it doesn't seem to go pinky on your skin. It goes clear. I think primer just helps to prepare your face for your makeup and helps it stay on better. I'll just rub that in. It dries quite quickly, and it doesn't feel creamy on your skin. It does feel quite dry as you're rubbing it in, but you can actually see my skin's looking a bit rosier as I'm actually putting that on. I'm going to put a little bit more on, just a little bit, just to make sure I've got it all. Because it's not really creamy as it goes on, it doesn't really feel like it's spreading properly. But like I say, I've used it before and it's quite nice. There you go. While I wait for that to sink in a little bit. That is £40 for that tube, and it is 30 mils. I actually me and my daughter went to a Charlotte Tilbury, well, it was afternoon tea and Charlotte Tilbury makeup masterclass a couple of weeks ago at the George Washington Hotel. And like it says on the tin, we got afternoon tea and a Charlotte Tilbury makeup masterclass. The masterclass went on for 40 minutes, and it was quite interesting. That, you know, they went through all the makeup that they were using. It was supposed to be a Golden Goddess summer look, and the two models that they used were both under 35, so quite young skin, and I feel like the majority of the audience were older than 40. So I wished that had one of the models over 40, you know, maybe even over 50, just to give a better idea of what it was going to look like on an older skin. Because I think if you're under 35 and you're over 50, you've got a completely different, you know, skin type. So that would have been nice. But the two makeup artists who were doing the masterclass seemed very knowledgeable. So now I'm going to put on the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation, and this is in shade 2. Let's check my notes. Shade 2 of Fair. On Charlotte's website, by the way, I'm not being paid for this. It's not being gifted. I bought all of this with my own money. I just thought I would show you what it's like, because it is quite expensive makeup, so it's good to know, you know, what it's like on somebody else. This is £36 for that tube, and I think that is 40 mils as well. Like I say, it's fair, shade 2. There is some shade match tools on the website where you can actually, you know, put your face on and it'll show you what the shades look like. And there's a colour match tool where you can put in the foundation that you're already using. Mine was the Body Shop nude foundation. And when I put in that, it said I should be using shade 4. But I didn't buy this online. I bought it. I bought this earlier this year, and I bought it from in-store. So there was no option of trying that. So I think this is a little bit light for me, but we'll go with it. So I didn't buy this from the masterclass. I bought the primer and 2 other products that I'll tell you about. And this says it smooths, hydrates, illuminates, minimises pores and reduces wrinkles, which, to be honest, it doesn't. But it is quite a nice foundation. Hang on, I just need to shake it up. It is quite a liquidy foundation. See on my finger there, it's running already. So I'll just dot some around. It does say on the website to use the Charlotte's makeup brush or your fingers. Well, I don't have a makeup brush actually. I have used sponges before, but I think this goes on quite well just with fingers. So that's what I'm going to use. Just rub that in. Just as a small tip, my skin gets quite shiny and a little bit sweaty, especially during the summer. And I found a little tip on Wayne Goss's makeup YouTube channel. He's a guy who's a makeup artist and he does a lot of videos about makeup. And he said, after you put your serum on, so before I put my foundation on, brush a light layer of translucent powder before you put your foundation on. And he says it stops the shine and the you know, your makeup running off if you get a sweaty face. And it does really work. I'm not doing that today because I want you to see what the Charlotte Tilbury foundation looks like without that. But it is a handy tip. So you put a layer on before your foundation, and then if you want to, you can add an extra layer after your foundation of translucent powder, and it does work. Of course, it makes your makeup less glowy and more matte, but if that's what you want. So there, I've just rubbed that in. I could probably do with a bit of a fuller coverage, especially on some parts of my face that are a little bit red. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I find this is quite a light foundation. Might be nice for when you go on holiday, you know, when you don't want such a heavy makeup, you know, your skin's a little bit more tanned. But this, I feel I just need that little bit more coverage with it. You can also mix it with another foundation you've got, you know, if you prefer a darker colour. But again, for the purposes of this video, I just wanted to show what it was like on its own. So I'll just pat that over the red bits, smooth it down onto my neck. Sorry if I keep looking down, it's because that's where the mirror is. Okay, so that's what the foundation looks like on. It is quite nice. My skin could do with a bit of a proper face mask and exfoliation, but I didn't have time to do it. But that doesn't look too bad. It looks quite glowy. I'm just going to wipe my hands off. Okay, so that's the foundation, which makes you look sort of your skin look all one colour, if a little bit pale, because it's a little bit light for us. So I'm going to just put that away. I'm going to put a bit of bronzer on just to warm me face up a bit, warm my skin up a bit, so I don't look so death warmed up. And that's not what I'm looking for. And this is a Body Shop coconut. I'm showing it to the mirror. This is a Body Shop coconut bronzer. I think I've showed before in one of my favourites videos. I do really like this. That's what it looks like. And I'm just going to put some around my forehead. I always feel like I've got too much of this on, and you can see a big orange line. So So it blended in quite well. It's on my forehead, in the hollows, where the hollows of my cheeks should be. Just to try and give it a little bit of definition. I am no makeup artist by any means. I just basically watch other YouTube videos, slap it on and hope for the best. Pull it down onto my neck so I don't get that line. It's on my nose. There you go, a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on just under my eyes where I've got the dark circles. I don't know if you can see properly in the camera there, but I do have a little bit of dark circles under my eyes. This is a Revolution, I think it's called a brightening serum, brightening, eye bright it's called. Get it right, Karen. It's just a little sponge applicator. Put some of that where the dark circles are. I know some people go all under the eyes with it, but I just feel it doesn't look right on me. So I'm just going to put it where the dark bits are. And Wayne Goss, actually, I've been really enjoying Wayne Goss's makeup channel lately. He says to put a little bit here, you know, where you get these like puppet lines to kind of, well, we'll go and do it. I've put the bronzer on now, like, but we'll just put a little bit there just to kind of try and hide those puppet lines there. And I'm just going to pat that in with my fingers. I haven't been using brushes and makeup sponges lately, just because I'm finding it easier to do it with my fingers. So to go back to the Charlotte Tilbury Makeup Masterclass, I did find it really interesting, picked up a few tips from there. It might actually have been the masterclass that I learned about putting your concealer here, actually. I think it might have been. But yeah, I wish that one of the models had been a little bit younger. But I mean, you could go up and you could test all of the products afterwards if you wanted to, and look at the models close up to get a better idea of what the makeup would look like on you as well, because you could test it out. So it went on for 40 minutes and it was quite a good masterclass. So that was the foundation. What else? What's next? Right, the glow is next. I'm going to put the eyeshadow on first and I'm going to put the glow on last. I've got the Peachgasm and I've got this, which is, this is Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise. Sorry, again, I'm showing it to the mirror. Eyes to Mesmerise. I have used it before once. It comes in a little pot. I'm just going to get my details about it. Where have I gone? This is in Sunlit Glow and it's £25 a pot, and it says it's got vitamin E in it. You can see there it's like a goldy, pinky, shimmery colour. It looked really, really nice on the model. It says it's a long-lasting duochrome effect. It's a cream eyeshadow, and it says it makes eye colours pop. I have used it before and it is long lasting. I can vouch for that. It does stay on. Don't think this is quite the right brush I've got to use with it. It says put it on with a blending brush, or you can put it on with your fingers on top of other eyeshadow as like a shimmer. But I'm just going to use this. This is what they did at the masterclass. They just used this on their own. I'm only going to put a tiny, you can see I'm just putting a tiny little bit on. Because it does go quite a long way and you can always add more, whereas it's more difficult to take it off. So let's go. Paint it over me eyebrows. I haven't put any eye primer on, which I sometimes do, but I feel with this I didn't really need it. Put a little bit more on. Don't know if you can see that. I don't know what the light's like in here. I'm actually doing this in my sitting room because the light in my bedroom is shockingly bad. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it is very shimmery. Goes on really smoothly. It's a nice cream shadow. I'm getting a little bit more. It's quite a good payout of colour, just for not a lot. I just love the colour. It does remind you of holidays when you put it on, just shimmery. I hope you can see that okay. You know, you could go on and you could build it up and build it up. Put a little bit more. Not going anywhere after this, but why not? I'm only going to use this shadow and nothing else on my eyes. Well, I will use mascara and eyeliner. Let's put some on the other eye. I'll do a swatch in a minute so you can maybe see the colour a bit better. I don't know how, you see some YouTube channels where, you know, they do makeup and you seem to be able to see their makeup really well, but I don't know if you can here. I don't know whether I'm using the right light. But never mind, we're trying. Put a little bit more on. This pot, I mean, it's a tiny pot, but that's going to go a long way. Unless, you know, you really go mad and dip your brush right in and have it inches thick, which I don't think you would. There, so it does go on quite smoothly, nicely. I hope you can see that. I really like that. It does give a very summery kind of, you know, when you've been away and you've got like that glow about you. It does give that look, and I think it would be nice if you even had a tan. Hoping to go in November, so I'll take that with us. So that was the Eyes to Mesmerise Sunlit Glow, and like I said, that was £25. So that's that. Now I'm going to put a bit of eyeliner on. I like this eyeliner. It's a Body Shop eyeliner. I've nearly worn it out. It's Body Shop eyeliner, velvet, gel pen, and it's in black. I like a black eyeliner. I know they say when you get to a certain age you shouldn't wear black, but I don't care. So I'm just going to put some black eyeliner on the top of that. You know, when you wear glasses, like to see, like to read and for up close, it's really difficult to put your makeup on when you're not wearing glasses because you can't see what you're doing. So I hope for the best. I hope the eyeliner goes in the right place. Sometimes it does. Sometimes I make a right hash of it. A bit of black, not too much, just a little bit. But I really like that Body Shop pencil. Like I say, I've nearly worn it out. I'm going to put a bit of, it says to put a bit of this under your eye as well, which I haven't done before. So shall we give it a go? I'm going to use this pointy brush to do that with. We'll see what that looks like. I might end up looking like a right dog's dinner. And we'll paint that underneath. Oh yes, there it is going on. Seems to go on a little bit darker underneath. Maybe that's because my eye's quite dark underneath. A little bit more on this one. Didn't dip my brush in there. It's getting the right amount on your brush, isn't it? Because you don't want too much. You just want the right amount. I suppose if you just put a little bit on, you can go back in with some more. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, I quite like that. It's very shimmery. So I'm going to put some mascara on now. I can never find a mascara that I like. I've got quite fine, short eyelashes, which apparently happens when you get older. And all of these mascaras that say, oh, we lengthen and volumise, and they never do. This is a BellaPierre Volumising mascara. Got this in an advent calendar, I think, last Christmas, and I quite like it, but it doesn't really lengthen and it certainly doesn't volumise. But you can get the gist of it. Just, I always find putting mascara on a right pain. I might turn the camera off at this bit, and so you don't see me making some horrendous faces putting mascara on. Have you found you do though? You make weird faces when you're putting your makeup on, sticking your tongue out and screwing your nose up and things. They always make it look so easy. The professionals, don't they? But then I suppose they've been doing it for a long time. Look, I'm opening my mouth again. Get it into the corners. it's so hard to do. And I was watching Glow Up recently, which is like a makeup artist competition, and they were talking about apparently clumpy eyelashes is a thing at the minute. Well, I've been doing that for years, getting clumpy eyelashes, but it wasn't fashion. It was the wrong way to do it. But apparently now, clumpy eyelashes is the fashion. Who knew? I don't follow fashions, as you can see. There you go. That's one layer of mascara on. I'll put another bit on in a moment. I'm not going to do anything to my eyebrows apart from brush them with this little brush I've got. I had them microbladed last year. It's actually a year ago tomorrow since I had them microbladed. So I probably do need doing again if I was going to do it again. But I find microblading, I wouldn't have it done again. I'll put a link to a blog post I wrote about it down below where there's pictures in. I felt like a clown for a month. My eyebrows were just huge brown beetly things and I felt like I couldn't go out. So, and then the scab over and it's, you know, it comes off and you have to go back and get a retouch. No, I couldn't be doing with that. £250 or something. I'll just wait until it's, you know, it needs it, and then I'll put a bit of eyebrow pencil on. Just going to put another layer of mascara on. I know some people have microblading and, you know, they love it. But it was just, I mean, after the first 6 weeks or 8 weeks, you know, when the scabs had gone and they'd settled down and they'd gone to the colour they were supposed to be, rather than, you know, big, horrible, reddy black things that they were fine. It's just, you can't go out the house. You just feel like you look like an idiot. Well, I did anyway. Another quick coat of mascara just so you can get the gist. Am I looking sun-glowed? What did they say it was going to be? They said this was a, got me notepad. It said it was, the masterclass said the Golden Goddess summer look. Yeah, I look like a golden goddess, don't I? Sure I do. Right, so that's my eyes done. I'm not going to do anything else with them. So now I'm going to use the Peachgasm Beauty Light Wand, and this is in a Peachgasm colour. And I just thought this was absolutely beautiful when I seen it. I loved the colour. I have used it before, and I'm not entirely certain that it's for me, but we'll go ahead and we'll use some. And it says it's a glowing highlight blush, adds a kiss of peachy colour and a soft focused glow, and this was £29 for this. You would only need a tiny bit because it's quite colourful. Looks like that. It's in a tube with a little sponge applicator. You need to twist the top to open it to get the Peachgasm out, and you need to remember to close that after you've used it, otherwise it's going to keep coming out and it's going to go all over your makeup stuff. So it says on the website, I had a look, and at the masterclass, you use it on your cheekbones and then you blend it in. So you can see it's like it is like a peachy glowy colour, and I'm just going to pat it in onto my cheekbones. It says to use it on the apples of your cheeks, but on the video they don't use it on the apples, and they certainly didn't in the masterclass. So I'm just going to use it there. I can see a nice glowy sheen there. That actually looks nicer than it did the last time I used it. Don't know if it gives a lot of colour though. I don't feel like it gives an awful lot of colour. We'll try again on this side. Just a couple of dots. And then pat it in. I've got some little paddy bits here. Like they're not like, well, they look a little bit like bags, and apparently they're called mailer or festoon bags, and they can get quite pronounced. I really don't like them, so I try not to put any highlighter on them because I don't want to make them more prominent. Actually, that looks, it is very creamy. That looks quite nice. It does look a little bit glowy, and it has got a little bit of colour. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you think that looks peachy and glowy? I suppose you could put more on, but I don't want to go overboard. I don't want to look like a clown. Oh, I nearly felt it. I nearly forgot to close it. I don't want it all over. So that was that. And did I say that was £29? So quite like that. I'll just get me tissue again to wipe my hands. So what do you think so far? I'm rambling quite a lot. It's quite hard, these get ready with me videos, because you don't know what to say in between putting the stuff on. Going back to the makeup masterclass and afternoon tea, it was £55, which I thought was really good value, because you did get a really nice afternoon tea. You got a free glass of Prosecco as well, and there was loads of food to eat. And you also got £30 off any products you bought, plus an extra 10% if you ordered on the day. So I thought that was really good value for money. So if you do see any of those, you know, advertised on Facebook or anywhere, I highly recommend you go. It's well worth going just for the afternoon tea and the day out, and, you know, to try the makeup. I was going to do a swatch of the eyes to Mesmerise, wasn't I? So you could see what it was like on my hand. I'm not very good at this swatching thing. Never seem to be able to show it in the right light. That's what it looks like. You see, like it's more of a, it looks more pinky there, but on my arm here it looks more gold. But it says it's a duochrome, so yeah. But I really like that. I possibly could have put a bit more on, but that's fine for now. Do I look sun-kissed? I might put another layer of mascara on, because I think this one's getting to the end. If anybody's got any tips for any, you know, good mascaras that I can try, please leave it in the comments below, because I'm always looking for a good mascara. This one's not too bad, the BellaPierre. I try and buy cruelty-free makeup and beauty products whenever I can. So if you have that in mind when you make your recommendations, I'd appreciate it. And I never put eyeliner on me bottom lash, because I usually rub my eyes and it would just be all over. So was that everything? Yeah, I think it was. Well, we'll put a little bit more of the glow on. We'll put a little bit more of this glow on, because I think I could take a little bit more. Right. It says you can use a brush to blend again, but I think just patting it in is fine. I don't need to go and buy a brush just for the sake of it. They do this Peachgasm, there's a Goldgasm, and I think they've just brought out a Pinkgasm. The Pinkgasm might be nice as well, but I just really like that peachy glow. I don't know if I got it a bit patchy there. Difficult to see. Hopefully not. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the products I've bought so far. I do have a Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick and lip liner and lip gloss. Can't for the life of us find the lip liner. Don't know where I've put it. And I think the lipstick is a little bit dark for a summer glow look, so I'm not going to use that. So what I'm going to use is just this is a Poundland lipstick, but it looks like a nice summery glowy colour. So we'll just clag a bit of that on. That's makeup artist talk for putting your lipstick on. Sorry, Jodie, makeup artist. There. So we'll just take that off. Is my hair going to be all over? Give my hair a bit of a brush. I always think putting a hairband on when you're doing your makeup is never a good idea, because your hair never goes back to the way it's supposed to be. But you get the gist. So there, what do you think? That is my Charlotte Tilbury Golden Goddess summer look. I quite like it. My eyebrows look like they could do with a little bit of pencil. It looks quite a natural makeup. But I think that looks really nice. It would look nice on holiday. It's a nice daytime look as well. There you go. So I hope you found that useful. I've got a couple of products on here that I've forgotten to use, but never mind. I would normally put it's like a white, don't know what I've done with it now. Here it is. It's like a white powder. This is a Revolution one, white brightener. I would normally put that on top of the concealer that I just put on, but I forgot to use that. And I would normally use a finishing spray, setting spray, which is a Revolution one I've got at the moment. I think it's watermelon or something. And I usually use one of those because it really helps to keep my makeup on. So that's the finished look. I hope you found it interesting. Like I said, if you've got any questions about any of the products, just let us know in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer them. I'll leave descriptions of everything I've used as well in the comments below. And also leave a link to Wayne Goss's channel. If you haven't watched it, it's really worth a look. He's really good. So that's all I've got for you today. I'll be back soon with a cherries haul. So if you're into that kind of thing, then you can look forward to that. And I'll see you again soon. So thanks for watching and bye for now.